Hi, welcome. Today I'm going to be sharing with you the Sony TC-D5 stereo cassette recorder from the 1980s. Yep, that's right, I'm talking about this ultra portable TC-D5 stereo cassette recorder from the mid-80s. But I tell you what, it's an absolute beaut, and that's why I'm here showing it to you today. I'll get it out of the case in a moment, but first a bit of backstory. Why, you might ask? I know it's not like vinyl. Cassettes aren't all of a sudden going to blow up just like vinyl. It's not happening. However, I did want to preserve the cassettes that I do have in this household. That and pick up a few unique ones which have been coming out over the years. I know I just said the vinyl thing, but it's not that. I wanted to ensure high quality playback of the cassettes we do have. Okay, so why not a tape deck in a hi-fi system with high quality components? Well, take a look. It's a well-built all-metal chassis tape deck. A beautiful piece of Sony history. I mean, I need to get it out of the case to show you what it looks like, really. There we go. Here it is in its all naked glory. Let's take a look around it. It's by no means a small deck. It's obviously not going to compete with Sony Walkman's range. There's no Walkman logo to be found anywhere on this bit of kit. This was for professionals to ensure that their microphone recordings out in the field were going to be stored on tape without wow, flutter or any other deterioration from the fact it's going to be moving on the person's shoulder with the shoulder straps right here. And I'll demonstrate that later, how this is unaffected by any movement whatsoever. It's pretty impressive, and kind of one of the reasons why I wanted to go for something more like this rather than a sleek Sony Walkman, although I'm not calling this my end game because you never know with these things. Yeah, anyway, let's take a look around this device. So we've got transport controls, the built-in amp volume. This is, I've had a listen to this with various different headphones, and we're going to get into my feedback on that in a moment. It's not bad. It's a bit cold, but it's not bad. This here, 2 VU meters to show the level output of what's being played or recorded. Now, this button here will turn this into a battery gauge. In fact, I need to put some batteries in it. Let me do that quickly. 2 D cells, old school. I do have the mains for it, but let's go with the batteries. Keep it untethered. Now let's check out these VU meters. So if I just press play, nothing playing, but if you just press this button, the light button, there is a very small light in there. Unfortunately, it's not very bright. I'll show it in the dark in a moment. But you notice when I press and hold this, it now shows the battery indicator on the left VU meter. Very nice touch. Moving along, recording, if it's peaking out. This is the record level. You've got left and right channel being independently controlled. It's a proper dial. It's really stiff, but you know what? It's just a really well built bit of kit. I just love it. We've got a limiter which will automatically try and stop the recording to peak out, and it's not bad, but you're going to want to adjust your recording level properly rather than using the limiter. This will be good if there's going to be a really loud noise and you don't want it to blow out the input, so that's good to have as a backup actually. On the right hand side, we've got the microphone attenuation. So, through these connectors, you could use a XLR to RCA jack like so. Left and right, and then what you want to do is make sure that you have minus 20 decibels on the attenuation, which means it won't be too hot coming in from like another line output, such as maybe you want to record a CD to it, or maybe a USB DAC like I did, and get an output from a 3.5mm and convert it into this XLR input, minus 20, and there you go. I have tried this, it works very well. And then you've got your left and right output, line output, which is independently, it's an independent output to this here, which is volume controlled. So you can have both running at the same time, which is a nice touch. This is the input for mains power. rugged bottom, and then nothing on the left, and that's about it. Let's take a look behind the tape drawer. So what we have here are several selectors for different types of tape that you will insert. We've got Dolby noise reduction. This will be for recording and playback. And we've also got the tape type select, tape 1, type 1/2, and we've got type 3 at the top. It does do the metal tapes as well, but it cannot record to metal tapes. This is very important. On the professional range, they removed the metal tape recording abilities. It will still play them back, but this is not a huge deal breaker. If I was used to use this to record, there are not many metal tapes available out there, and also you can get some good quality type 2 tapes that it's not a big deal this feature is missing. But the fact it can play them back is nice as well, and the reason why it knows is due to these prongs up here which tell the device it's got a metal tape inside. I know, ton of information, different tape types and all that, but it's not important really. Most of the tapes that you can buy nowadays, they're going to be on basic type 1 tapes, and that's just the unfortunate truth of the matter. It's not a big deal anymore. People are not concerned about using more high quality tapes for releasing them. People are not going to notice, especially if you buy a modern day tape deck to play them back. It's going to have a very basic head, and you're not going to experience what a better tape might sound like. I did forget, there is also a tape counter and reset button, and there's a built-in speaker, which sounds terrible by the way. It's probably was only used to check, you know, the voice that was being recorded and nothing more. It's a terrible speaker, and the volume for the headphone jack controls the speaker if nothing is plugged in. But anyway, let's put in a tape and have a listen. I will unfortunately have to keep it short. I will record them playing from my speakers and shake the device around as well, so you can get an idea of how capable the playback is on this bit of kit. The built-in 1/4" headphone output jack is not terrible. A little harsh, but did provide a decent frequency response. The line output is where it is at though. The performance is excellent. Finding one of these for yourself then, well, it's going to range because the maintenance of the product can vary, but also there were different models released in the ranges by Sony. Now this was in good condition because it was kept in the case. And to be honest with you, you might find that most of them are like that. So the actual unit itself will be clean, and the case will be the thing that it's kept in, and maybe it's a bit beat up like the one I've got, but it's looked after the device and I'm grateful for that. Now I picked mine up from Yahoo Japan Auctions, which is a great source for this kind of gear. You might even pick up a bargain over there, because on eBay I think people know how much they can get away with charging, and that's why, you know, it's a good idea to check that out. Obviously browsing is a bit more complicated than just going onto eBay, but you can work your way around it. There are no fancy features here though, no auto rewind, and you will have to flip the cassette yourself to play the other side. I know, it sounds bonkers, doesn't it? And there you go, that's a bit of a retro Sony audio technology for you. It's a lovely bit of kit. You've had a look around it. You've got to love the attention to detail on this product, and that's why I went for one. To be honest, if you enjoyed this video, please like and consider subscribing for more videos just like this. This is the Techno G signing out. Take care. If you do enjoy learning about these retro formats, there's a UK tech YouTuber who goes by the name of Techmoan, who has a great channel on this kind of thing. I'll leave a link in the description below.